and another episode of What's for Dinner. I know it's been a while. We've been so busy. That's why I've been uploading kitchen quickies, and I hope you enjoyed those. And we got the garden is planted, and I got some killer deals over the weekend on some fabulous medicinal herbs. I'm going to share those with you in a walkthrough video later in a couple of days. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Homestead Honey Hour. I am your host, and we will be talking about United Nations Agenda 21. So put on your thinking caps and your tinfoil hats if you like, and we will go on a little journey. Not that, you know, I am a proud member of the Tinfoil Hat Wearing Society, so no fears. Agenda 21 is something we all need to be aware of because it's happening right now in the town or city where you live. So join me tomorrow night for the Homestead Honey Hour, and that is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. But that's not why we're here. Tonight I'm going to make salsa fish. And this is one of those super easy, like 2-ingredient dishes, and you're going to love it. This is what we're going to do. I have a baking dish. I have 8 tilapia fillets because that's what I had in the freezer, and I can thaw these out when I get home, and it's no big deal. Now, the salsa is completely up to you. I have roasted salsa verde, which is like a tomatillo salsa. Verde. And I have a roasted tomato chipotle roja. Now, I was going to leave it up to Rick which one to use.
Oh.
I'm going to use both? I was hoping you would say that. Okay. Alright. Oh, this looks nice. Should I mix them, or should I put half and half?
Look, it's Christmassy.
It is. Don't start that. All right. Shall I mix them or shall I leave them?
Leave them like that.
Okay.
And we can do.
Then I'm just going to lay the fish in here, and you can layer it and just shingle it in there because it's going to cook up around the fish, and it's not going to be a problem. There you go.
They will have verde on one end and roja on the other.
That's right. In the middle,
And mixture.
well, roja verde.
What does red and green make?
Brown. I'm going to put aluminum foil on here. Oops. Not before I put a piece of parchment on it, though. And this is just a full piece of parchment. These are half-sheet parchment sheets. I have a lot of people email me and ask me where I get my parchment. I do not buy it at the grocery store. I get it on eBay from a lady, and it's called the Baking Queen. And it has she has very reasonable prices on that parchment, much better than you're going to find in the store. And the best part about it is it doesn't come on a roll and it doesn't curl, and you can easily deal with these sheets. So I've got to preheat my oven at 350. We're going to pop it in there. I would say 20-25 minutes. Just like that, and forget about it. So, along with our salsa fish, we're going to have some quinoa. Yes, he turned around and looked at the bag. I was going to bring it over. This is quinoa. And this is the brand that I like, is the Bob's Red Mill, because it is organic. Now, quinoa is said to be the most nutritious of all grains. I'm going to read you directly from the bag because it's good information. It says, whole grain quinoa is the most nutritious of all grains. It's high in fiber, a good source of iron, and has all 8 essential amino acids. So it's no wonder that it was a primary staple of the ancient Incas of South America. Quinoa has a delicate nutty flavor and is very easy to prepare. Widely versatile, it's great by itself or in any recipe that calls for whole grains. Our quinoa has been thoroughly rinsed and air dried to remove any natural occurring bitter saponins, so it can be used without rinsing. So,
Don't take that.
I like quinoa. And this is certified organic, so it does cost a little more, but quinoa is an excellent substitute for grain for people who are gluten-free or have celiac disease. And it's very, very good for you. It's not only were the ancient Incans known to eat quinoa, but the ancient Egyptians were as well, from what I understand. So, we're going to give this one a whirl. I have a cup and a half of quinoa here. And like I said, you just use this straight out of the bag. What I have over here on the stove is 3 cups of water that has come to a boil. So I also put about a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt in there. So in the boiling water it goes, and you're to bring it back to a boil. It is actually a little bit easier than rice, but along the same lines. You're going to bring this to a boil, and then you're going to reduce it to a simmer, and you're going to allow it to simmer for 12 minutes. So while your fish is cooking away in the oven, I have some broccoli, some fresh broccoli steaming in the microwave. I'm going to cook my quinoa for 12 minutes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to simmer it for 12 minutes, and then I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to allow it to sit for 15 minutes. So if you're timing all of your things correctly, I popped my broccoli in the microwave first for 7 minutes, and I just let it sit there, because by the time all of this is ready, the broccoli will be perfect. Pop the fish in the oven for about 25 minutes. Start this. This is all going to be ready at the same time. And I think that is the most important part about cooking, is knowing how to time all of your dishes so that everything is ready at the same time. I think as a new cook, that's one of the hardest things to learn. You really have to do a little bit of thinking. So I'm going to bring this to a simmer. There it goes. You can see it. And I've got it over medium heat. Oh, it smells good. It's just got a real earthy aroma to it. And you can do a lot of things. You can use this, if you cook it and cool it, you can use it in a taboulleh. You can eat it hot like a breakfast grain. You can do so many things with this. You can use this just like you would rice or barley. You can use this in vegetable dishes, in casseroles, in soups. Really, your imagination is your only limit. So, I'm going to go. My fish is cooking, my broccoli's steaming, my quinoa's simmering, and we'll be back when this is all ready to pull together. Before we serve you dinner, I wanted to show you what Molly made this last night. Well, not last night. Was it last night? Maybe it was. And it's nothing more than an orange cake, an orange pound cake with cream cheese frosting that we flavored with some Fiori di Sicilia. But I'm so proud of her. She, on the phone with me on my way home from work, she asked me how to do it, and she got the mixer out and she did it by herself, and then we did the frosting together after dinner.
It's half gone already.
Yeah, it is half gone because it was dessert and then it was snacks today. And I don't like it when a cake lasts forever, because then you end up throwing some out. I don't like that. Okay, let me show you the quinoa. Beautiful. Oh, it smells. You know what it smells like? Let me grab Sammy. Let me put her in. It smells like warm corn tortillas. Is what it smells like. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it has a very nice flavor. It's mild and it's very bland. Now, the teaspoon of salt that I put in the cooking water wasn't nearly enough to flavor this.
Plenty salty.
But I added more.
Oh, okay.
I added an additional teaspoon to the pot after it was finished steaming. Plus, I added a teaspoon of crushed oregano leaves and What else did I put in here? Oh, cracked black pepper. But I don't know if you can see it. But you see how there's like these little curly cues? Like there. You can see right there. Can you see that? These little curly cues. That's how you know your quinoa is done. And it's really nice, and I'm so happy. I had Molly come in here and give it a taste. Did you taste it?
Mm-hmm.
And she likes it, so I guess Micah will hate it because the three of us like it. So there's always got to be one.
I'm thinking you said have it for breakfast, don't you? That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but not if I put oregano and black pepper in it. If I left it plain. And it's quick enough to cook, really. And it's so good for you. I mean, it's really good to get that shot of whole grain into your meal. And here's our salsa fish. Let me grab a fork real quick. Tally, honey, I'm sorry. Tally is not feeling good, guys. I'm getting her through a little dog stuff. Now, please do not let this discourage you, because that's just the water that cooked out of the fish, okay? Now,
Smells amazing.
it does smell fantastic. I'm going to get a plate. Let's see. I'm going to use... Wow, I would use the black plate, except I really messed the black plate up. Silly me. Okay, so let's get a piece of fish here. That's beautiful fish. Now I need...
And a green one.
And a green one, since this is yours. A little quinoa. Little steamed broccoli with lemon. And there you have it. That's a quick weeknight meal. It pretty much cooked itself. Let's put it over here under the good light. There you have it. Salsa fish with steamed quinoa and steamed broccoli with lemon. Now you have to admit, these fish dishes are really, really easy. So that is why it is really a great idea to keep a big bag of your favorite thin fish fillets, white fish fillets in the freezer. You don't have to use tilapia, that's just our favorite. We also like orange roughy, Dover sole, red snapper, any number of white filleted fish that you like. Rick likes flounder, I really don't care for it a whole lot. I like flounder in other applications. I love to stuff it, and I love to make roll-ups with spinach and Swiss cheese. It's wonderful. So I hope you try this, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see you.